Welcome to Watercolor Wednesday. I am leaving for France 1 week from today, and I'm going to be taking, I'm not sure if I'm going to take these watercolors. I'm going to be these are kind of heavy. What is up? We're going to take these watercolors. I'm going to be these are kind of heavy. What is up with, are we here? My phone just went weird. It says lost connection. Crossing my fingers we're here. We have foggy, it is foggy and it is rainy here. And when that happens, can you see how foggy it is? When that happens, something happens to our internet here. Martin's gonna be reading the comments. He's gonna jump on his phone. And I'm back at the Frankenstein table in the library. And I wanna show you, this is primarily, this is what I'm taking to France. This is the big boy. And these, I was thinking about this. I really want to I'm going to do this on this live. I'm going to show you. Let's pretend we're Watercolor 101. Get yourself a good watercolor set. This, you just open up these little pans. These little pans are awesome. There's a number on there. It does not say what color that is. It has the color number. It says it on this paper. So if you want to remember what color this is, and I do not have my glasses, so I can't read the name of it. Looks like an umber. I don't know. But if that's important to you, write that down. Just take a Sharpie and just write on the back of your pan what it is. These are Royal Talon Van Goghs. And before I go, I will unwrap all of these. This is a really, Van Gogh is an amazing watercolor set. I'm going to paint tonight with Angora. And yeah. So I'm putting them in just as they come. And I'm going to do this here. Thanks, Jocelyn, for the heart me. I start with something that's kind of like if you get something that's a set like this set has a brush in it, a perfect brush. It has a sponge in it, the sponge is really nice for a couple different things. A lot of people will use it to tidy up their watercolors when they're done. It's a nice size for that. You can use it actually on your painting. Purple Picket followed. Thank you, Purple Picket. The Purple Picket. And yeah, so I always tell people it doesn't matter what kind of watercolor you use, but it kind of does. I did a TikTok, actually I think it's a YouTube that I did, where I compare Dollar Tree stuff to stuff like this. Stuff like this wins hands down every time. Every time. Set yourself up for at least a fair chance. If you want to try watercolor painting, you can get some good sets at Michael's, whatnot. We're not going to paint with this one tonight. This one's going in my suitcase. This one's going to France. Thank you, Priscilla, for the rose. And I'm going to tuck this back in here. And there's Morton on the live. Morton's jumping in. So this is what I'm taking to France. I'm taking this. I'm taking my Fine Tech Premium. That is the box that this came in. And I think I might actually take these out. Right? See how heavy this is? Because things are going to get heavy real quick. Hello. Hi there, everyone. To you, too. Okay, so these ones are going with me for sure to France. And this is the one that we're going to be painting with tonight. This is a beautiful set. This is Angora. This set did not come with a brush. Barker, how are you? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you for ages. How are you doing? I hope winter has been treating you good. Okay, so you open this up, and when I'm in France, the thing that I'm going to be doing differently with writing and illustrating this book is first I'm going to draw my illustrations. First I'm going to do this. Oh, we'll watch more. I hope you've been good. I've been doing lots of TikToks, and I leave for France a week from today. I'm also going to take this with me to France. I will empty it before I take it because I like to hydrate these before I start painting. And I hydrate all of them. The good thing with pans is it just dries out and then it's totally fine. Then just use it. And that guy's almost empty, and that's great. This will be my last time until I get back from France doing Watercolor Wednesday with you.
Is that not the same with tubes? If a tube dries out, you don't have to throw it away. You can use
A
the
tube
paint
of
like
watercolor
a pan.
paint, yes,
If
just
the tube
watercolor.
dries out, you can use it like a pan.
So I like to take, this is my little dish. I might actually take that guy along because that one's plastic.
If a tube of acrylic dries out, you have to throw it away, don't you?
Yes, this is true. I'm going to dump this water in here, all of it, because this is getting packed. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to pack my art supply bag that I'm taking to France. So I didn't clean this out. A lot of people, I see a lot of TikToks on paintbrush washers. And I see people throwing away their water all the time. And I just sort of cringe because you don't have to do that. So you don't have to do that. I'm going for a month, the whole month of February. So I did this last week. I did this just really easy, quick, fast with, I forget what I used. I think I used my little Sakura fine point, but this is just a little Sharpie fine point. So this is how I'm going to be doing the art for my next book. I am going to be, the next book is a fairy tale about spring. So I'm going to be doing line art on this. And this I'm just doing a really quick sketch because I want to paint and show you what I'm talking about here. We'll put a little arch up here. Maybe put a little pot over here that we can put flowers in. So pretend I have drawn this and do all kinds of stuff. Oh, Lainey renewed her subscription today. Thank you, Lainey. So the story that I'm writing and illustrating over there is called Spring Fairies. And it's about fairies that do spring cleaning at a chateau in France. So I want to put some little marks here. So you put those little marks there, and all of a sudden, that brush is moving. And I'm going to do stuff to make this, like that just made the broom dimensional. And maybe put some details on the windows. Some little shutter details. Maybe put a little window box on here. You want to give it some details. And this is going to be a storybook that we're writing and illustrating. I think back here I'm going to put another level and maybe make this one almost like so we can see the shingles on the roof, right? And Morton and I have been watching a program called Agatha Raisin, where up on her roof she has little ducks that are in silhouette walking. So I'll put some little birds up here on the roof.
A lady is asking, is Mrs. Doyle going to make an appearance in this story?
No, Mrs. Doyle is not here, sadly. And let's put a little chimney up here. But I just want to show you how I'm going to be drawing it very 3D. Then after I draw it, what I'm going to do is take a picture of this. So I will first do my line art, then take a picture. Hello, Angie. And I might, on this one, I'm going to go ahead and stick a little, let's put a little mouse right here. I should have drawn this before I drew those lines. But we can have that it doesn't matter. Oh. And let's put a little stripy shirt on the little mouse. We'll make the mouse is not part of the story. But I just want to show you here for illustration sake. Put a little mousy tail there. And let's put...
normally use pencil first.
No, I don't. We'll make the little mouse waving. I don't use a pencil first. I just use a pen. Diane, thank you for following. Morton, make sure you call out anybody who follows. Now, this brush is a big brush. This is a number 12 round. I'm going to go with that for for our sky. So in France, when I start drawing like this, I will do the drawing. And Morton, hopefully, Morton's going to be going live with me when I'm in France. Yes, honey? Mm-hmm. Morton will be going live when I'm in France. So Morton can be here in the church. I will be in France. We will all have fun together. And, oh, Diane and Macwa followed. Thank you. So I'm going to take water. And let's grab some blue here for the sky. And I like to start, the cool thing about doing this, because I used a Sharpie here, and I will use permanent markers. So I can come and paint. I can just paint the whole way down here. Paint the whole way down. And by the way, if you haven't done it yet, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope. I am giving away free art, original paintings that I've done all this month. All this month and all next month. Morton's going to be sending them out to people. And how are you doing? And do you paint? Everybody answer me a yes or no. Do you paint? Have you tried this? Just a yes or no. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the sky in here.
You could ask, so let's say, why does dinner have to happen daily?
Dinner's annoying. So I'm going to paint this stuff on here. And then I'm just going to let this sky. Let's see who our painters are. Aqua doesn't. You want to learn, Sweet Tea? Yes. Summer doesn't. Angie does diamond painting. Soul paints. And yes, paint with me. Please paint with me. Yay. Goddess loves to paint. Yes. Marla loves to paint. Yes. Jackie, yes. Macwa, yes. Lydia, no, but your daughter does watercolor. Kathleen loves watercolor. Yes, you're an artist, creative heart. Yay. Artist, watercolor, acrylic, batik. And do you say gouache or gouache or gauche? Everybody pronounces it differently. Carol paints. Michelle, you want to, so do it. You do it. So while this is still wet, I'm just going to make it real good and wet right now. And then I'm going to drop a couple little colors in here. Let's drop some purple in. We'll just touch and dib-dab some purple around. Painting is so much easier. So much easier. Just give it a go. Then I like to And Edgar is so happy to be here. And Priscilla sent a rose. Amanda, yep, you taught me to line draw the watercolor painting. Yes, yay. I'm just going to dab that. I'm going to dab that and pick anything off. And look what it did. It made us some little clouds. Can you see them? I have a glare on this. I hope you can see that. Let me zoom you in a little bit closer. I want you to be able to see it. You see that? See how we have the little cloud? It kept showing me on. Oh, TikTok has been being super naughty. Okay, so we have our sky painted, and this is a line art drawing that I drew on first. And now you're happy to be here, Amanda. Great vibes. I love great vibes. So now we need to decide what color do we want our house to be and our chateau. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The chateau that I'm going to paint in France, it's going to be pink. So that side is going to be dark. And we'll paint this side dark. Now I'm going to rinse my brush off just a little bit. Watch. I'm not going to dip it in paint again. Brush that off a little bit, and then this paint here that I paint on here will be automatically lighter. And you can do cool stuff right here with shadowing and all. You can do real cool stuff. And see, we don't have to be fussy. I want you to see, though, here we have two distinct sides. We have the side walls that are darker. Can you see that? The side walls are darker, and then the house is lighter. Can you see the different shades? Everybody see that? And I'm going to take this, I'm going to dab the house. Dab in the house. Because now what we just did was turn the house into stucco. The house now has a lot of different texture and stuff that we didn't even have to paint there. Like, we did not even have to paint that there. That's just there. So I'm going to take that, brush that pink off, and I'm going to come in and let's grab the broom color. Let's get that in there. That's going to be this, the broom color is going to be this sort of color with maybe a little bit of this in it. And then we're going to come back and we're going to paint our broom. And you see how we're painting right over our lines. That's the beautiful part of it. And I want it to look a little scrappy. And I'm going to take a little bit of the dark brown here. Thank you, Priscilla, for the rose. And thanks for sharing the live. Thanks, Big G. A little brown for the handle, for the broom. And I'm going to take that same brown for the broom handle. Oh, sorry. There. I want you to be able to see really good. There, I'm going to take that and I'm going to paint this tree. And see, this is painting, but this is sort of painting, like I said, with filling in the lines kind of painting. This is your step up. If you enjoy coloring and coloring books, you're going to enjoy this. And the fun thing is, I can paint outside the lines. So I can take and put on some, if I want to put on little bits here, I can do that. And so can you. I can, put some little knots on my tree, put another little branch. You're not married to the painting. You're not married to stay inside those lines. If you want to color out outside the lines, go for it. Now, the door to the castle, to the chateau, I think, oh, what color should it be? What color do you think the door should be to the chateau? You think about that, and I'm going to get yellow. Now, I'm not going to use my paintbrush for the yellow. These are aqua pens, so this is watercolor in a pen. I'm going to actually use this one. Is
I was saying teal.
teal, green. What colors do you think? I'm going to use this because
Green,
I want to
red,
have,
light green, so fall.
I want to have, I want to have
Maybe
the windows
offhand
yellow.
green.
Green. So we could go with, let me grab a little bit of this green. Let me grab a little bit of that green, 'cause that's sort of a teal green back there. I think this will look really pretty. And I can take this, I'm going to paint one down. I'm going to paint one beside it there, maybe one there. So I painted that on. I'm going to dab this off now. And then I'm going to come back in and go heavier again. So it's not just one solid color. I'm going to have a couple different colors of green there. I got a little bit too much paint on. It's blobby. That's okay. We can dab it. I love that. I love it. So pretty. And this, the green that I have here, I can spring it up a little bit just by going into this other shade right here. So if I want to put teeny tiny little green buds on here, look, even with this big brush I'm using, I can go in here and put teeny tiny little buds. Because it's spring, they're just coming out. Teeny little buds all over it. Or maybe I want to take like a little, smudge some around like this. There is no right way, there is no wrong way. I can dab that out. Paula, thank you. And Priscilla, thank you. Oh my gosh, honey. Kathleen just subscribed. Oh my gosh, we have 51 subscribers. Morton, blow your kisses.
Thank you.
Kathleen, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I just looked up. Martin didn't get to see it. I saw it. Thank you. Ooh, we have 51 subscribers. Woot, 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 woot. And all of our lovely subscribers on here, thank you so much for subscribing. And I love all of you, and I love everybody who doesn't subscribe as well. I love everybody. No fighting, my children. I'm going to take, see out here where I went outside the lines? I'm going to come and just draw outside this. And I can put in some more detail when I do that. And I'm going to do that with all my paintings. So here I did the little, that's too wet for me to go around it. But I want to do the little feels around here too. You can see how the style of this painting
Top and GG.
looks so good. Priscilla, thank you. Oh my gosh, Priscilla's sending all kinds of goodie gifts. I'm going to wait till this is drier. Okay. Priscilla, thank you. Priscilla sent lightning bolt. It's corn, chili, rose, ice cream cone. Thank you, thank you. Okay, this part of the house over here, I want to make that a little bit blue-green. And paint this like a little blue-green. And I'm going to put, thank you so much, Priscilla. You gave me the hiccups. Too excited. I'm going to put some blue on here. Just some little blue texture on here. This is a fun little trick that you can do when you're painting like this, just to mix it up so it doesn't look all flat. See how this looks all flat on the front of here, the pink? You can mix that up. Oh my goodness. Honey, do you see that? Priscilla is going crazy. Thank you, Priscilla. So now I have that cool color on here. I'm going to go into this gray. I'm not really cleaning my brush off or washing it off. And we're going to have a little gray. I should have painted these to look like flagstones before. But these are going to be like a little flagstone patio coming up here. Oh, I forgot about the mouse. The mouse probably should have been gray. We'll make the mouse brown. He can be a little dormouse. Field mice are brown? Great. He can be a field mouse. So I'm just painting the gray up here. He's walking up to the chateau. I don't know what that is. Yeah, every picture should have a touch of blue in. On this gray, before this dries a lot, dab it. Dab it. You're gonna get some cool little feels there. Now I'm gonna take my brush, make it wet again. I'm gonna go into the darker gray. And then here, I'm gonna just, look, this is such a cool little technique. Back here, I'm just gonna put little stones and then make them get bigger as they come out to you. Bigger. As they're getting closer, they're getting bigger. Thanks, Priscilla. Make these bigger as they get closer to you. Till finally they're real big. Hello. So I'm going to take this now and dab everything just straight down and up. So it blots it out, but you see how we just made a little we just made the a little slate walkway going up to the house. Then over here, I was going to paint that to be something going up there, but I think we're going to paint those like a bright spring green. And I didn't really wash off my brush the whole way. Doesn't matter. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put this bright green here. Bright green there. And I'm going to take this while this is still wet. And I'm going to put some bright green here around this plant. And you know how this stuff always gets grass in it? I'm going to put some little grassy feels right in here beside the cobblestone. Moss, grass, something. So it's just not all gray. Then I'm going to dab it. Dab. And then I'm going to dab this grass. Dab. I'm loving how this is looking. I hope, can you see the colors okay? I feel like my camera is super glary tonight. See, some of these stayed darker, some of them are not. I want to put a pop of color right here. And I think that pathway, I'm going to put like a reddish brick pathway here. Like here. I'll put like a reddish brick pathway here. Going up to the house. And then I'm gonna, yeah, the dimensions are great. And it's nice little simple, these are nice little simple easies. These are simple easies. And these are they're gonna make fantastical illustrations for the book. That little guy. I really wanna make him have, I know it's stereotypical, but I really wanna have him have the red and white stripy shirt. Right? So I'm going to paint his shirt red and white stripy. And when you get down to little details like this, you can, there are no rules. You're totally allowed. Use your watercolor markers. Use things like this. It's still watercolor. There's no right way or wrong way. I love this color. I'm going to come up here and put this on these bricks up here. Put those up on the bricks. Let it there for a second. Thanks, Priscilla. And then dab. And then because I lifted some off, I'm going to go back in and put some on. But then,
Fall asleep with the paper.
what was it about the paper?
Found a huge pack of neon.
You found a huge pack of neon paper. That's cool.
For the dowels inside the connection.
That's cool. So I'm going to come back in here as I subtract some. I'm going to add a little bit back because I want this to feel like it's a little shingled roof back there. Priscilla sent ginger man. Oh my gosh, Priscilla, Tucky the Turkey the Tucker. Tucker the turkey. Okay, so I have that red down there. Now I'm going to take, I'm going to give it just a light little rinse, and then I'm going to come back in this gray.
I've never seen
Really go around in the gray. And I'm going to put a little gray up here.
Do you knit or crochet?
I do both. I love it. I'm going to put a little bit of that gray up there. And then I think I'm going to put just a little bit of it down here. It's a good shadow color, this. Maybe here for the bottom of that window box.
You make it magically come to life.
These are so fun to do. Now, as I go on with the gray, it's getting lighter. So I'm going to put some right there, but I'm going to dab. You know I love my dabbing. I'm going to dab a little bit of it off. And put a little bit more back on. And the chimney, I think, what color should the chimney be, honey? Could the chimney be purple? Yes. The chimney can be purple.
Kathleen's going to teach them
Why not?
to crochet which coming up.
Oh, you will do great. I'm super excited for you. You're going to love crocheting. It's super fun. Thanks, Priscilla. All the goodies. So, see how...
YouTube's good for learning to crochet.
Yes, that's where I learned how to crochet, off of YouTube. My mom never taught me. I always wanted to learn. So, okay, see how this... I'm going to zoom you way in because I want to show you something here that I always find interesting when I teach workshops. People struggle with this. So if you want to go from a one-dimensional feel to a three-dimensional feel, see how this little chimney is. Watch. I'm going to take this, right, and just go like that. Just by adding those little bits, it really put it on there. And then I'm going to come around here and just put a little gingerbread. We can have gingerbread on a castle. We totally can. Down here, maybe I'll do down here, let's put little spiky feels down here. And on the side. But it'll take our chimney from being just one-dimensional into two. And then that chimney, I'm going to grab some red. We'll come up here, red brick chimney. Put some red there, just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of that down on his shirt. He needs to have his little red stripies on, this little fellow. Give this a little rinse. And the whole time my chimney is waiting, I'm going to dab it. You could leave it bright if you wanted to. I'm going to grab some blackish gray, Payne's gray actually. And put a little bit right there in the top of it. You don't have to coat the whole thing. Just a little dab will do ya. Little dab will do ya. So we have that. Now I'm going to use that same color that I have on here just now. I'm going to use that and go ahead and do his tail. Do his tail. And part of the red ran with his tail. If you get colors that run, don't be afraid. We're going to make our little mouse is going to be brown. Like a little soft brown color. Into the brown. So I'm going to do his ears. Just going to outline the ears. And then pull in. And he'll have colored shoes. What color should his shoes be, honey?
Jennifer was asking how are you going to hide the line going through the little mouse's face, the road line.
Wait, what line?
When you drew the mouse in after you had drawn the road line, there's a line in its face.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is what happened. This is what happened there. See, when I drew these lines across, for like his little ear here, I could come and I could tuft up fur. I could tuft up fur to hide that.
Priscilla's saying, got to start driving, enjoyed watching you paint, hope you guys
Thanks,
enjoyed it.
Priscilla. I'll tuft up some fur on him to hide that line. And I'll bring this down for his little nose. Do the same. And then, because I got it really dark around his eyes, I can come here with a jelly marker and put the white on. And I could do that too to hide the line. I can erase it all, and now he's a mouse with no face. And I think I'm going to do that. That looks super cute. That looks super, super cute. Oh my gosh, he's so adorable now. We'll put his face back once this dries, but let this dry. Maybe he should be a little white mouse. Maybe I make his tail white. He's a little white mouse, I think. Make his little arms and hands white.
Give him a French hat.
Put a little beret on him. I think if we're gonna, like Scottish guys with their kilts, I think we're gonna do a beret. Yep, I think a little white mouse instead of a brown one. This is why it's important to like listen to your art that you're making, and don't just get stuck on an idea, and don't just think I gotta do that. I'm grabbing some orange to put in our broom, just a little bit for dates. A little bit of orange in there. Can you see how the orange just changed it? The orange really changed how it looked. Okay, now let's go with some more of that orange actually for back here on this little trellis. I'm just gonna outline. Just a little trellis there. I didn't draw correctly. I need another line. And I might tap in some orange right here. Right by there. Now I'm going to take this because I think I drew this on a live that I did it in this was like a 3-minute drawing.
You've been asked about
And
the pens again.
the pens, these pens are watercolor, Marabou Aquagraphic. I have,
Something about the blending on a palette.
I never really use a palette. I'm bad. A lot of people do. I blend on the paper.
Right.
I have I have a pen I like better than this. I don't know where it is. It's on another table. Must be.
Is the broom bigger because it's closer to the mouse, or is it because the mouse is so tiny.
Yeah, the mouse is so tiny. This is a life-size broom here. So I'm going to come over
Gail
these little...
says hey, and Sheila says it's beautiful.
I'm going to come over... Thank you. I'm going to come over these, and I'm just going to round that a little bit. And I think I'll put a band up here too. And I'll put a band right here for the broom. And I'm gonna, this was just 2 lines, so I'm gonna add a line. And I'm gonna add a line
Sheila says mouse is
to
so
make it
sweet.
feel more like a broom handle.
Paula says going to have supper, love the painting.
Bye, Paula. Enjoy. Okay, so here for this door, I'm gonna just take some little circles and go around the door.
Kathleen says not bad at all, just a different way you inspire me. Gail
Yeah.
says beautiful.
And then here, we're gonna make this go in just by putting 2 little lines here. 2 little lines into our door. And see, with each line that I'm doing, you just feel how it just got deeper. And I'm gonna straighten those lines up. We'll put a little handle here to get in. And let's put a little cat in the window. Just a little cat shape in there. Just a little cat shape. Little details. We're going for a lot of little details. Lots of little details. Okay, so what else do we have to do here? What else are we looking for? We got our birds sitting up on the ridge. Ducks, whatever you want to call them. We got the shingles. Those ones didn't come out as clear and crisp as I wanted to. And I wanted to make this feel like a little dust cloud here. I'll show you how I draw a little. I wanted to make this feel like a little dust cloud here. I'll show you how I draw a little dust. That was our Sarah calling us.
Right.
So here, to make this look like it's being
Right, I'll log off.
moved, you logged off and go into the kitchen and call her, please. I'm putting the little motion signs here, and then I'm just going to make some little circles here to just create a little. Go into the kitchen, I beg of you, please listen. Martin loves to just randomly call while I'm on a call and talk. Okay, so I'm going to put some details around here. So we get our broom moving and we got a little dust cloud. So maybe we'll have this little mouse. Let's do bigger eyes on him. He'll be looking back to the broom. And he's running away from the dust. And he's looking worried because he's going to get dusted. And we'll give him eyebrows. That stuff's not all the way dry yet. He's going to be running away. And we're going to make a little beret on the little mouse. Maybe we should make a little mustache on little mouse too. I'm going to go with a thicker. Maybe I should take some of my markers. Give a little beret to the little mouse. I'll put a little top part on there. I'm going to make his eyes looking back because he's worried about that broom. The broom's coming. Now I'm going to make these lines a little bit darker here. And I do like his little worried face with his little eyebrows. And I was going to give him colorful shoes, but I think I'm just going to give him little black shoes. He's going to be in little black shoes.
She says when you're finished the live, give a call.
Okie dokie, will do. So yeah, on this, on this side here now, where I put this trellis, you can come in here now and you can do stuff like, look, we can put some little X's to make our little trellis here. You can come in, just because it has lines on it doesn't mean that's the only lines it can have. You can definitely put more. Same way with back in here, where we have our little recess here now. I can come back in here and darken this up, create some shadow back in there, so we have some depth. And then let's go with, well, I have green here on a pen, and these are amazing. These are made in Holland. I love them. The Bruinzeel. So here you could make a vine crawling up the house. You could do anything that you want to do, but remember this. See how I just put the line there and it looks really weird because everything else has the black lines. So if you're going to make a vine, outline it. You want to outline it.
You already answered about the markers, didn't you?
Yes. So when you outline it, it matches then. So we're going to put some, let's put some green in the window box. Some little green color in the window box. And let's put some purple in the window box. Just little dots, like a little flower box. And this needs to be a color, maybe orange. Orange, you glad I chose orange? Yes. Because that can be a plant there. And you can make these as detailed as you want to. I want to make them very detailed in France. I want to do that. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this blue because I don't have a lot of blue in here. And I think I don't have any blue in here. And I'm going to use some little dots here by these flowers that are growing on here, little blue dots there. And I think I have a super pretty, where is that here? I have this super pretty blue that I'm going to take and put these shutters. Blue.
I was standing in the wrong line when the Lord gave her talent. Oh my, the talent you have.
Oh, thank you. But I think we all have talent. And I'm going to take and make just some blue dots in here. I love that. And I think I might put some little blue up around here. And these little humps that we made. Remember when we did those? Like, look how they kind of like come together and pop. Stay inside the lines when you're doing this. We'll put a little blue line over there. I think we might just put some little blue right here. And I think that might be it. I think that might be done. What do you think? Oh no, the broom. Oh dear, the broom. And I'll sign this one. This one will go out. We're doing free art all this month and next month. I'm going to sign this little signature. Little mouse size signature. Is there anything we've forgotten? You see how we drew it flat, But then by adding some extra lines, we give dimension to things. Like we can make our mouse a bit more dimensional the same way. But here, what I like to do is I like to do an offset shadow. So I'll just take this around on this side.
That was referring to take a minute, says the outline around the tree.
Yeah. I need to outline around the tree. Thank you. I forgot about that. The tree, that's such a good point. Watch how this tree will change when I outline. The tree will change so much when I outline. It turns into such a cooler painting. If you're doing this style of painting, I feel it really changes things up. So to make this more dimensional, yeah, I could do stuff like if I wanted to put a little root out here or there, I could do that. I could darken this side up. But a lot of times with line drawings, they're not really playing on like the shadows. I could put a little shadow down here, a small shadow down here for our mouse if I wanted to. Might actually do that. Take a little bit of black and just put a little mouse shadow down here. Paint it down and then dab it right off. I think that's about done, honey. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, I need a line on that side. The lines definitely they define these kind of paintings.
Me, myself, me says you don't stream this live on YouTube.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe I can download this one and put it up.
You've been having difficulty downloading it to YouTube.
I have been. But that's
Kathleen's
that.
just joined your Facebook.
Wonderful. So anybody who wants to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, I'm sending art out for free this month. I would love to send you a piece of art. Mail us a self-addressed stamped envelope. Morton's popping them in. Honey, this will be one of them that's going. It would look this would look so adorable in a little frame. And it was so simple to do, so easy to do. And I hope that you need to scan it before you give it away. I'm going to be doing this style of painting. This is what the next style of my next book is going to be in. This. So I do love his little face. I will take picture of this and put this on our Facebook page so you can remember this little guy. I like that there's a cat in the window. So the mouse is really running away because not only are they cleaning, there's a cat. The mouse can't have it. And some cool things that I want to point out is putting the blue into the green. That was so easy. Painting is so much easier than we think it is. Pop that out. The dark pink on the edge and then the pale pink in here. It's such a simple little painting.
The Facebook page.
The Facebook page is the 1870 Studio. And there's a link in the bio, wherever the bio is. You just took a screenshot. I'll do a good picture and put it on the Facebook page. I love when we took him to the white mouse. Can you see, like, it changed him completely? And then I could go in with that white as well. And see here where it bled over just a little bit onto the line. These pens are great for tidying things up. This little mouse, he's waving au revoir. He is not going to stay around the chateau. And I don't know, what is his name? What should his name be? What do you think? I don't know. Just the biggest thing with things you make and things you do for the art. George, that's Morton's brother's name. George Morton, 2 Georges. Pepier. You want to buy through the link. So the link, we took our Amazon link off of our website just because it just felt like I was just selling stuff all the time. And we made like $13 on it the whole time we had the Amazon storefront. So if you want to go on the Amazon storefront, on our Amazon storefront, go to the 1870s, just the 1870.com. The link is still on there. And I appreciate it, but you do not have to do that. So what do you think of this style of illustrations for the next fairy tale that I write? Do you like it? I might have to keep this one, actually. Might have to take him to France for inspiration. He's adorable. I love this style. I wanted to be a cartoonist when I was younger. And this is a bit cartoony, and I do like that. And I might actually paint and then write when I get to France. I'm not sure if I want to write the words and then paint. But I'm going to get my phone under control here. My phone's being a weirdo. Flip. Hello. I have been, after my shower, I put my pajama top thing back on. Babe, it looks ghostly in here. Alexa, turn on loft.
Okay.
Alexa, turn on library. It's
Okay.
dark in here. But yeah, I love this style of painting. And this is just a little painting. I could take him on. He would make a cute screensaver on a phone. That's Watercolor Wednesday for this week. This is the last time I'm doing Watercolor Wednesday in America until March. So Morton's not going to practice tonight for us because our daughter called and then my granddaughter called while I was doing this live, and they said to call back. So I got to call my girls back and see what's going on. And I love that. Maybe they're both going to come to France with me. That's a dream. I don't know. And I want to do something where we could do a retreat together. I think that would be fun. Get creative. Oh, all is well. All is well. But just, yeah, get creative. I will try to put this up on our YouTube channel. And I did some YouTube stuff today. So if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's free. It's fantastic. Go on over. Oh yeah, tomorrow night we're having a party here. Tomorrow night we're having a Robert Burns supper party here. So tomorrow night we will get together for fun. So everybody have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Say good night, honey.
Night, night.
Thanks for all the goodies and thanks for being here. Night, night.